Good morning, everyone. Hey, happy Monday. Yes, and Monday it is. Hey, it's good to see everybody, and thanks for joining. Yes, it is Monday. Yes, okay. Had to get it straight in my mind. Got a piece of sticker. I gotta cover up an old label going out. Yes, yeah. Um, I'm going to continue on inspecting those records from days gone by. It's amazing how I'm finding so much stuff that hasn't been processed, and so yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Yes, as usual, I have my Monday morning winter nose runs, which is totally okay. Carly salmon hotcakes. Some people eat hotcakes for breakfast. Maybe not every morning, but maybe special things like that. Hey, good morning, T. Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Oh. Oh. Good morning, Greg. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This is acceptable, folks. Ah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's a chilly morning, folks. I woke up and it was below 32. I like this record. Good morning, Marion. Marion, I'll trade weather with you today. This one's acceptable also. So I watched this movie probably, I don't know, maybe a year ago. That was probably the second time I watched it. It's a good story. It's a really good story, and I like the record. That's for sure. Take this little thingy off. There we go. It's a good record. If you like rock and roll, Bette Miller does it well. An Evening with John Denver. Man, look at that auditorium he's filled up. Holy smoke. And he does have a band here. I bet that would have been a good show to see. I bet a lot of people partook when they saw John Denver. Yeah. Good morning, Joyce. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Holy smoke. So everybody got big plans for today, for the week. Get things started off. This is a RCA Victor. And folks, this is one of these you can make a taco if you like. Thin as can be. This one is. So they're usually RCA Victor, the Dynaflex. They're typically not flat, and but this one is a real bowl. It's a real bowl. So unfortunately, that I have to go bye-bye. This disc is acceptable, but oh well, I'll put that in the pile to go bye-bye. Yeah. Did everybody have a wonderful weekend? I did. I was in Wake Forest Saturday and in Raleigh Sunday. Of course, Friday I was here in Raleigh. Unfortunately or ironically, good morning, Kurt. You know, years ago when I had tons and tons and tons of records and people were just finding them in their closets and things like that, and records were very plentiful. Paul Young, it's a 12-inch single. Every time you go away. And check out his shoes, won't you? I had tons of John Denver, tons of Jim Croce. And today, I wish I had tons of Jim Crochet to sell because so many people ask for him. And John Denver sells too. He sure does. Oh, let's ask some trivial questions. I totally forgot about that, folks. We're doing our Record Crate bonus points contest for the month of January. And whoever has the highest score at the end of the month is going to earn a Record Crate mystery box. So if you interact just like you've done right now, that's 10 points for each interaction. If you're a guest, 750 Record Crate bonus points. If you answer a trivial question correct, that's 10 Record Crate bonus points. And then after the video is already posted to YouTube, after it's rendered, and you comment, that's 20 Record Crate bonus points you can own. End of the month, I'll ask you to email me your total score, and then the following day we will announce the winner. So keep track, folks. It's an honor system. All right, we got these categories: rock and roll, cruising, surfing and cruising. And so rock and roll, it's one of those nights. Yes, Love was a top 20 hit in 1972 for what group? It's one of those nights. Yes, Love was a top 20 hit in 72 for which group? And then Surfing and Cruising, The Stroke was a top 20 hit in 1981 for whom? Yeah. Good morning, Cajun. Yeah, so there you go, folks. If you know the answer, chime in. If you want to guess the answer, chime in. The Wichita lineman is still on the line. Oh, freebie. If you can't find the proper sleeve, just make up your own. Of course, this feels like it's a bowl, and it is a bowl. It's a bowl, it's a bowl, it's a bowl. All right, this is the big hits. Johnny Cash, Lefty Frizzell, Johnny Horton, Freddie Hart, Stonewall Jackson, George Morgan, Carl Perkins, Ray Price, Carl Smith, Charlie Walker. Some Columbia, and some of them repeat. Kurt comes in with Billy Squier, so I'm going to ask these questions again. 1972, top 20 hit. It's one of those nights. Yes, Love was a hit for which group? And The Stroke was a top 20 hit in 1981 for whom? Everybody Wants You. I don't know if that's the right song or not. I shouldn't have sang it. Michael Frank, so that compilation went in the free bin. Michael Franks. I like him. He's got some cool, smooth jazz. Unfortunately, it's a bowl. Sorry. All right, folks, somebody can guess. We're not looking at the first one or the last one. We're just looking for an answer. And did Kurt guess correct, or did Kurt answer correctly? Yeah, Gary Puckett goes in the freebie. My printer is going to collapse. I adore Phoebe Snow. She is so cool. Okay, Kurt was correct. It was Billy Squier for The Stroke. And the Partridge Family had a top 20 hit in 1972. It's one of those nights. Yes, Love. Carrying on. 2 more questions. Carry Me Back was the last hit by the blank number member group known as the Rascals in 69. How many members were in the Rascals? Step by Step was a 1973 top 40 hit by Joe It's not Joe Jackson. It's not my Joe Jackson. Okay. How many members did the Rascals have? And Step by Step was a 1973 top 10 hit by Joe Blank. All right, Phoebe's acceptable. Both sides look good. T, I know you know some music. Cajun, I know you know some music. Greg, I know you know some music. So, come on, folks. Let's get to answer some of these questions. Neil Diamond, his 12 greatest hits. Longfellow Serenade. This one's acceptable too. Yeah, 4. T comes in with 4. There was 4 members of the Rascals. Any other answers coming in, folks? Galveston, oh Galveston. Sorry, I was replying to whiny customers. Where's my order? I ordered it on December 14th and it hasn't arrived. I had shipped out a package on November 25th, and it arrived Saturday, and I got a message from the customer. Hey, my order arrived. Thank you so much. And I was like, well, what condition is it in? Oh, it's great. And they opened up the box, and all the records were just fine. Good morning, Jennifer. Kurt comes in with 5. Hello, Mike Swinney. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Glenn Campbell. Okay, so T got that answer correct. There was 4 members. And Step by Step was a 73 top hit for Joe Simon. Emotion was a 1975 top 25 single by whom? And I've got a thing about you, baby. I've got a thing about you, baby was a top 40 hit 1974 for what artist whose initials are EAP? Hey, good morning, Donald. How are you, sir? And good morning, Glenn. How are you, Glenn? How are you this morning? Oh, my stars. I've got a thing about you, baby. I've got a thing about you, baby. Was a top 40 hit in 1974 for which artist whose initials are EAP? That's a tricky one because when you think of this artist, you don't think of their middle initial. So what if I just said their initials are EP? And it's not Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This is Glenn Campbell. This is acceptable. By the time I get to Phoenix, I don't know the words. You'll be gone or something like that. I'm waiting for the resurgence, folks, the revival of Montevante, because I'll be ready, folks. When this happens, I'll have the records. It's good music, folks. It's good music. Donald said Elvis, but Donald? What? Okay. If it is Elvis, what is the P? So this is Montevante. It's on the London label. FFRR. It's mono. This one's made in England. Red label. So theoretically, it should sound wonderful. Absolutely. You know, this one for EAP, Presley. Jennifer says Presley. Jennifer, would you like to put it all together and put that in the chat? Okay. Eruption was a 1975 top 25 single by whom? And I've got a good thing I've Got a Thing About You, Babe, was a 74 hit by what artist whose initials are EAP? And I said EP. Unfortunately, Van Halen. Did I say eruption is emotion? I'm sorry. Good morning, Squirrel. Good morning, Art. It's emotion, not eruption. Sorry. It's not Van Halen. It's just emotion. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's not what I was thinking it was. I don't know this song. Emotion. Where's TC? He knows this song. Okay. I totally goofed that one up. Van Halen did have a song called Eruption. Yeah, so sorry. Blame it on the producer. Well, Donald, that's the first thing I thought about was Bee Gees and Samantha Singh, but it's not. It's just emotion. It's not that either. If this sells, folks, it's because of the cover. It's a cheesecake cover. I think Elvis too. Bee Gees. That's what I was thinking too, Squirrel. But when I flipped it over, I was wrong. Yeah, unfortunately, the vinyl isn't on me. So that was a trick question, and it was tricked by me. So I'm going to say if you put Van Halen or Bee Gees, that you'll get it. But it was Elvis Aaron Presley, and yeah. But when we think of Elvis Presley, we don't think so much of Elvis Aaron Presley. Yeah. But Emotion was by Helen Reddy. I was thinking Samantha Singh, but hey. Yeah. Okay, I'm grabbing some more cards. They're right here. Let's make it happen, folks. In Down Under, what were men at work buying from a man in Brussels? In the song Down Under, what were men at work buying from a man in Brussels? Up and Downs. Ups and Downs was a number 22 single for what group in 67? I don't know that one. I come from the land down under, which is that was a kid's nursery rhyme about a bird. Yeah. That stuck. Why'd you stick? The Spirit of 67. Paul Revere and the Raiders. These guys were huge. He was buying bread from a man in Brussels. No Money G said bread. I don't know the answer. I would have to look at the back of the car to go look at the lyrics online. A Vegemite sandwich. I hear you. That. Oh my stars! This is horrible, folks. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Don't ever do this to records, even if it's somebody you don't like. Oh my gosh, it's like it's been punched with something. Oh my stars! Poor record. I feel so bad for you. Poor Paul Revere. They say Vegemite is very tasty. I mean, Sean from Now Spinning TV, we asked him about that one day. Folks, these are heavy hits. Wow. Let's take a look at the question. In Down Under, men at work were buying bread. Hey, that's right. So congratulations, No Money G and Squirreled Away. Bread. And then I'll never listen to the song again. This is funny, folks. This is funny. I was inspecting this record. Ups and Downs was a number 22 hit single for what group in 1967? Paul Revere and the Raiders. What was the chances of that happening? Let's see if it's on here. It's not on here. Yeah. Terry Mulcher was involved in this record. All right, let's take a look at the heavy hits. The heavy hits. Oh, I better answer a question. Okay. In 1965, the Beatles sang "Oh Dear, What Can I Do?" Baby in blank, and I'm feeling blank. In 1965, the Beatles sang "Oh Dear, What Can I Do?" Babes in blank, and I'm feeling blank. The Wanderer was a top 5 hit for Donna Summer in what year? Hey, you need bread to make this sandwich. There you go. I hear you, Jennifer. I've seen people taste it and spit it out and wipe their tongues. Guess it's an acquired taste. I don't know. It could be. I don't know, but not only Sean, but other people from Australia. This needs a bath. It needs a bath, but I think it's going to be okay. But it's really cool because it's got, the cover is really cool. Most likely this is not authorized. But the cover is really cool. Could have been one of those television things. Crystal Corporation, Nashville, Tennessee. And you can order more of their records. They're $2 each. $2 each postpaid. Add $1 for additional. If you're foreign, add $1 for additional shipping. Oh boy, we got some answers right here. Jennifer says, "Love Blue." The Beatles sing, "Babies in Love," and I'm feeling blue. Babies in Black, and I'm feeling blue. Babies in Red, and I'm feeling blue. I don't know the answer to this. The Wanderer was a top 5 hit for Donna Summer in what year? 1980. I don't know. That's a good guess. I try to not look at the answers until 1981, says Donald. This is a cool cover, folks. This is a cool cover. Prospectively, that's got to be a mighty small pond or a very large car. But it looks like it went over the mountain. The car went over the mountain. Ozark Mountain Devils. This is I don't know. This is a very cool cover. I've seen it on people's list of cool covers. Let's just hope the vinyl's okay. I don't know. We'll find out in just a minute what the answers are. All right, it's acceptable. Yay! Let's see. Babies in Black, and I'm feeling blue. Hey, Donald got that one correct. Congratulations, Donald. That's 10 Record Crate bonus points. Donna Summer, The Wanderer, was 1980. So T got that one. Congratulations. The Immigrant, whose number 22 follow-up to Laughter in the Rain in 75. The Immigrant was whose number 22 follow-up to Laughter in the Rain in 1975. Okay. When It's Over was a 1982 hit for which Canadian band? We need Doc Dawkins here. The Immigrant, 1975. Who was the artist? I did not realize that band is from Canada. Oh, I already looked at this one. Yeah, it's got a slight dish, but I think it's acceptable, especially if you use a weight on it. Yes. I got a punk rock record to inspect next, folks. Chipmunk Punk. I like putting this in the punk rock section, and when people go over to look at it, they're like, "Hey, where's your punk rock?" It's right over there, and they go like, Then they look at it like, "Oh, what is this?" I gotta pay the internet bill, folks. Just got a notification. Loverboy, says Donald. I'm thinking Loverboy's thinking the Canadian group. Yeah, Canadian group. It is Elixir. Ooh, I feel laughter in the rain. Neil Sedaka. Let's see. Yeah, Loverboy by T, from T. Neil Sedaka. First thing I thought of was Led Zeppelin. Did they have a song called Immigrant? The Immigrant. I think they had Immigrant song. The Tip of the Westberg. Oh my! It's homage to the Titanic. And here they are in a swimming pool with the lights off, with some styrofoam around them. I love it. No icicles on their beard or their hair. That Titanic movie was a hard one to watch. Okay, Neil Sedaka was correct. So Donald got that one. I personally can't stand the Chipmunks. Guy I work with play them at Christmas time every year for years. Why? Just not right. You have to play it at 33 and a third or 16, Donald. I mean, Greg, and then it sounds better. Loverboy. Loverboy was a Canadian band that has a song, When It's Over. Loverboy is good rock and roll to listen to. That's for sure. As long as you turn the covers around backwards, you're okay. Okay, Sweet and Innocent was Donny Osmond's first solo chart hit in what year? Sheena and What He's Got were early 80s hits for what band? Sheena's on my mind. I can't believe that a local band made this trivia card. You guys hear the sirens? That's not fire. Anyway, Sheena's on my mind. What He's Got. Maybe they were bigger than I realized. Let's take a look at Tim, see what condition he's in. He needs a bag. Oh, this is a Nautilus pressing, folks. Ooh, you know what that means, don't you? Oh, this one's black. But it is Nautilus. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I feel laughter in the rain. Well, this is so cool. Donald, do you know this record? It doesn't have an inner sleeve, but I'm going to put it in an inner sleeve until I wash it. Then I'll get a new inner sleeve. Wow. Usually they have it very bold on the label. So Nautilus is an audiophile pressing. It's a company that, much like MoFi and Analog Productions and Impex. And they were doing it. I guess let's see what year it is. I'm thinking 80s. I don't care to listen to Chipmunks either. I'm with you there, G Money. I'd rather listen to The Cure. 1979. Wow. Well, it should sound nice, regardless of what the music is. This is Moby Grape. Grape Jam. Okay, let's see what we got here, folks. Sweet and Innocent, Donny Osmond. What year? Sheila, and what he's got were early 80 hits for what band? Give a couple more moments for that. 2 more minutes, please. Ugh, this is so sad. The cover is split, but it might be an upgrade for some because I've seen some of these covers that were just horrible. Maybe I should watch and see how it sounds. It's a 2i Columbia, and it is stereo 360. Does everybody know about the Columbia when we say 2i, 6i, no I, 1i? So Columbia was the television, CBS. And if you take a look at it, on the left and the right, it looks like the eye of a camera. And they use this image because of their fusion flute. Okay. And so these are just referred to as eyes. So this is a 2i. The first Columbias that had the eyes had 6 eyes on them, and some of the 7 inches had 1 eye. But I know Tim. Well, great. I'm looking forward to hearing it myself, Donald. Art, do you know Tim Westenberg? Westberg? Don't want to confuse it with the guy from The Replacements. So Sweet and Innocent, Donny Osmond was 1971, and Sheila is the producers, and they're from South Carolina, I think, maybe Georgia. Did anybody hear the producers in the 80s? T came in with it. Did that make it up there where you were, T? Did you hear that song on the radio or maybe television? Was it on MTV? What year was MTV? Yeah. Wow, producers is correct. I always like them. So this always reminds me of Al Di Meola has a cover that reminds me of this. I need to find it and put them beside each other, but this one's acceptable, folks. It's on Epic. Wow. Well, congratulations, T. You earned 10 Record Crate bonus points for knowing that answer. Okay, moving right along. Blank Willpower was Gary Puckett and the Union Gap's third top 20 single and a number 2 hit in 1968. Blank Willpower. What was the name of the song? Shop Blank was a 1961 number 2 hit for the Miracles. What was the name of the song? Shop Blank. I love this record. I love this movie. You've heard of Tim. Okay, very cool. Thank you so much, Art. I always check and see if it's got a poster in here, and I also check to see if it's got an order form, but it doesn't have either. But it does have the proper. I just heard something fall. It's got the company order form. There you go, folks. I think we should go in together and place a big order. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. T, did you happen to hear my idea yesterday? I want to take maybe 5 or 6 or 10 or a dozen records and put them in a box and send them to somebody, and then have that person send them to somebody, and just travel these around the area. And then you take one record out and keep, and you add another record and send it to that person. And then when it's all finished and done, it comes back to me. And hopefully of course, if it's 10 records, you get the opportunity to listen to all 10 of them, and you get to choose what you like to keep based upon what you already have in your library. But also give a chance for people to listen to some music they maybe aren't familiar with. And so I want to do it. So I'll probably try to reach out to people and see if anybody's interested. Maybe the first one can go to Donald or Kurt because we could definitely. And then of course, we would put good records in, and records that would be in nice condition. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, if we order, I don't know. I think I would like to have the record tote bag. Well, let's take a look and see how much that is. A, B, C, D, E. The poster is $249. The T-shirts are $495. The tote bag is $450. Yes, I would easily pay $450 for a tote bag. Hats $450, and the pen backs are 98 cents. Postage and handling under $7 is $1. Postage and handling over $7 is $1.50, $1.25. So I think if we all went together, we divide the postage up. It's just pennies, folks. Oh, thank you, T. Yeah, and we can all interact with each other at one time. Big happy family. Well, it can't be more than 10 people if we're going to do a StreamYard at the end or an update or something like that. 1970s prices, absolutely. Yeah, so, well, cool. I'm throwing it out there, folks. I'm thinking out loud, so I'll make a note in my my little black book with my poems in it. Okay. Travel. So T's interested in it. We have to do it, Art, where we can find you in one place. Art's moving. So it sounds like Art would be interested in it. I'll just keep tabs on it. Put in my little black book. And maybe we can make it happen. Let's take a look at this vinyl and see what condition it's in. 1970 prices. Oh, somebody love this record. Okay, it's acceptable. It's probably a VG condition. And just in case, when I say VG, G plus, near mint, I use the Goldmine. Goldmine has a record grading system process definition. They have a grading system, and that's what I usually refer to. But if I say if it's beautiful, folks, forget Goldmine. It's beautiful, but this one's not beautiful. But it does have the insert, and I might have an extra poster somewhere. But it needs to be bath, and it needs to be put in a bag. It does have some moisture on the side right here. And then the insert, but it wasn't until recently that I was able to get myself a copy of the movie, and I watched it in Wake Forest. I have this old DVD player, but I don't have the remote, and so it had subtitles the whole time. But I really love this movie, folks. It's so cool. This is the insert. I think of it like I think of Rocky. I mean, it's so horribly good. And there were some cool things in there. I just acquired 10 awesome crates of punk, indie, and rock and roll. That's awesome, T. Rock and roll high school. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Punk is fun. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to ask these questions again since I got sidetracked. Blank Willpower with Gary Puckett's and the Union Gap's top number 2 hit in 68. Blank Willpower. What was the name of the song? Blank Willpower. Shop Blank was a 1961 number 2 hit for the Miracles. There you go. Bad Company. So on the back, the guy's wearing a Ford t-shirt right here. And I think this car right here is a Cadillac, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think it's a Ford car. I think it's a Cadillac. Anyway, this is Bad Company. I always love the voice of Paul Rogers. Is there any post-punk in there, T? Is there any Morrissey? If it is, I'm sure you're not interested in letting go of any Morrissey. Unless there's 10 copies of his first album, which I'm so proud that I own a copy of Morrissey's first album. There's another image, and that's the Cadillac right there, the red one. Let's check the vinyl. Let's don't. Dang it. Shame on them for not taking care of their records. Always check for Grateful Dead tickets. Woohoo! This is the Carpenters. Okay, folks, I'm going to give the answers. Gary Puckett, Lady Willpower, and You Better Shop Around. I should have said You Better Shop blank. That may have been easier. Okay, 65 hit for Frank Sinatra. He sang Love and Marriage Go Together Like Blank and Blank. My introduction to that song was that crazy TV show that came on Fox on Sunday nights, Married with Children. Love and marriage, love and marriage, ka-blank and blank. That was his 65 hit. From what LP was John Lennon's #1 hit, Just Like Starting Over, from in 1980? 1980, John Lennon had a #1 hit. It was actually John and Yoko. Just Like Starting Over. What was the name of that LP, folks? Love and Mary. It's all mine if it's in there. I don't blame you. Yeah. This is the Carpenters, a song for you. Penny Reams. Penny Reams was the person. I saw this article where on Reddit, Horse and Carriage, Double Fantasy. Horse and Carriage and Double Fantasy. This record is a Pringle. No, it's not a Pringle. It's a roller coaster. It's black though, but always check your A&M, see if it's root beer color. Yeah. Walking on Thin Ice. Yeah. Very cool. This will probably play just fine, but I'm going to put it in the dollar bin. Luck be a lady tonight. Horse and carriage goes together like a horse and carriage. And like I said, folks, we're not looking at the first answer. We're looking you to answer the correct answer. Yeah. Changing Times, Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs. I love the way they put in some 60s psychedelic pop culture in this bluegrass rootsy band. I'm heading to Selma today, folks. I got to load the truck. I pulled a bunch of records yesterday, and I'm going to pull a bunch today. And I'm going to take them down to Selma and make it happen. Walking on Thin Ice. Gosh. So Frank Sinatra sang Love and Marriage Goes Together Like a Horse and Carriage. Donald got that one correct. Johnny Yoko had a #1 hit, Just Like Starting Over, and it was from their album called Double Fantasy, which Kiss, Kiss, Kiss is my favorite song on there. Jeannie C. Ryler, Harper Valley PTA. Carol Singleton, Shelby Singleton. I started a label called Plantation, released this album right here, and it became a huge hit for Jenny C. Riley. And he said even in the UK, this was a big hit, even though they didn't have PTA there. And of course, Shelby later purchased Sun and started reissuing things that looked identical to the original issues and confused the record market. So that's one of the reasons we do see so many 7-inch singles from the Sun label, even though there were only just a few originals. And be careful, folks, if someone says, I'll sell you this Elvis record for $300, and it's the 70s pressing. It's difficult to see. This is going in the dollar bin, folks. Every once in a while, my door indicator just goes off for no reason at all. And it did then. George Jones, I am what I am. He was brave. Oh, boy, was he brave to wear that outfit, folks. Let's see. Let's ask another round of questions. Double Fantasy, I like that record. It's of that. It was officially released. It was like a stripped down version of that, and which I really like too. All right, Kentucky Rain was a top 1970 top 15 hit for Elvis Presley. It was written by which country pop star? Who wrote Kentucky Rain for Elvis Presley? Happy Jack was the first U.S. chart hit for which British group in 1967? Folks, I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up. Happy Jack was a Jack that was happy. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, Donald. Whenever you see a Sun 7, you just assume it's a reissue. But there's something about 3 indentions on the actual cover. I mean, if I find it cheap, I'll put it on the wall. That's for sure. Oh boy, Kentucky Rain. Who wrote it? Elvis Presley made it a hit. Who wrote that song? No way. And then Happy Jack was the first U.S. chart hit for which British group in 1967? Happy Jack was a Jack that was happy. I listened to this record yesterday, Modern George Quartet. It's so good. And then Donald, you'll get a kick out of this. Well, maybe Art too, but definitely Donald. Hopefully everybody. I'm in Twitter overload. Donald says The Who. Could that be right? I'm going to show this record that I listened to yesterday. Pharoah Sanders, Journey to the One. I enjoyed it. Side 1 had a lot of the where the goose swallows the mouthpiece. All right, anybody else? Anybody else? Let's see. Kentucky Rain, a hit for Elvis Presley, 1970. Who wrote it? And Happy Jack was the first U.S. chart hit for which British group in 67? Sorry about that. Twitter is going crazy this morning. Please be quiet. Holy smoke. You know, you can get these programs where you schedule your tweets, and then like at 9:20, and then next thing you know, a particular account can release or send out like 20 or 30 tweets. Yeah, and that's what's happening just now. Okay, so Kentucky Rain, Elvis Presley, Eddie Rabbitt wrote it, and it is The Who did Happy Jack. I gave you guys a clue. Easy 10 points. Okay, I'm going to finish this card, and I got 2 more records. Happy Together. Number one hit in 1967 for which group? Everybody Loves a Blank. It's a single by the Shirelles. It was a hit in 62, 63, the winter. Yeah. There we go. George Jones. I think he wrote, well, I don't know who wrote it, but I think he had one of the best songs. One of the best songs ever. She stopped loving me today. That's such a good song. The Turtle says, Kurt. Kurt, did you hear did you see what T said earlier? We're going to have to sneak up there and visit her. Here's what she said earlier, Kurt. Wow. Donald says the Turtles. This is acceptable. It says newly recorded. I believe it. The Turtles. Everybody Loves a Blank, a song by the Shirelles. Gosh, I cannot believe how so many things are so coincidental this morning. What? I don't know. Somebody usually says, you need to go buy a lottery ticket, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that is awesome, Kurt. She says she's keeping all the Morrissey, though. So there you go. Okay. So the Turtles is correct. Does anybody care to guess? Everybody Loves a Blank by the Shirelles. High Hopes became a top 40 hit in 1959. For which singer from Hoboken, New Jersey? Face Dances was a 1981 LP recorded by which group? Who recorded High Hopes? 69 top hit for which famous singer from Hoboken, New Jersey? And Face Dances. Who recorded that album? Sinatra. It says it's newly recorded. I believe it. It goes in the dollar pile. Yes, I am. So yeah, got two more. These last two questions, folks. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you hanging out with me as I go through these records. I probably got 5 times this many from this one estate that recently came in. Kurt says Frank Sinatra and The Who. Okay, Twitter's calmed down. High Hopes was Frank Sinatra. And it was interesting how I've had so many records in my hand or just shown or getting ready to show that's been part of the questions today. And The Who. I love that record, Face Dances. Does it have, I'm afraid to look, does it have High Hopes? It doesn't. It's got Witchcraft on it. Must be a lady tonight. Oh, this is a Nelson Riddle. I like his stuff with Frank. I Got You Under My Skin. I don't know if that was about heroin or not, but I Got You Under My Skin. There it is, folks. Yeah. So I am going to Selma today. And then I'll be doing some type of 20-minute sale tonight, probably records, 20-minute record sale tonight. Don't know what time, maybe 8:20 if I can. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to try to go by that place and get some more of those candies and moon pies. I was very happy when I went there last time because they they had signs up. They had hand sanitizer when you enter. They asked people to do hand sanitizer, and I'm gladly doing it. And I'm gonna get some stuff. And so it's been fun. I mean, it's been selling, not much, but it's been selling. It's also been uh, gratuities for people and cool things like that. So thank you so much for hanging out, and congratulations for everybody who got the answers on the. But keep up with your points. I'll see you later, folks. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Be safe and rock and roll.